All right, folks. We're going to kick this broadcast off this morning, Wednesday, September 25th, 2019. This is a very, very important broadcast. I need your undivided attention on this one. We're going to cover something here that you're not going to believe. I've researched this for years. I've spoken about it, but the problem is when I do a video on something, even on my websites, Google and YouTube, the algorithms suppress the information even when you literally Google the exact title and search for a video, even when you turn the filter off. It's unbelievable, folks. They are literally hiding this information. I've had the misfortune of having friends and family members. Look, folks, I've been to way too many funerals this year. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to get into this in just a second here. Just a brief announcement from Sir Jesus Christ. He is open for business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's taking your prayer requests right now. It's a toll-free number. All you have to do is just ask for the entrance to heaven through Jesus Christ and ask to speak with him and open up a conversation. There is no instant messenger fees or taxes or per minute charges that apply. And salvation is freely available to those who are sorry for what they've done and have realized that there's no other way to get cleaned up but through Jesus Christ, folks. All right, and a word from our executive producer, Jesus Christ. He died for your sins and lives and reigns and is seated at the right hand of the Father as we speak, looking down above the firmament on the face of the earth on his people. And it's those people that hate him that have invented these evil things that are literally destroying us, folks, and that's what I want to talk about. You're not going to believe this when I tell you, but there are way too many people getting way too sick, way too young, and dying way too quickly, right? And leaving behind way too many wives and children. There is no doubt that my audience is a very awake and educated group of people, and I appreciate the intellect and the critical thinking of the people who tune into this broadcast. You're a special breed and you're being commissioned to share very important information. Everywhere I go in Southern California, everywhere I go in the United States when I travel, I see people wearing sunglasses, ladies and gentlemen, and it's getting younger and younger. I see children in strollers wearing sunglasses. And everywhere I go, all the tap water is chlorinated. And everywhere I go, the milk says it's been vitamin D fortified, right? So what do these three things all have a connection to? Well, there's an agenda, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's an agenda. Everything that is good is being hidden from you and inverted and corrupted and perverted. Everything that is bad is being promoted and parlayed and popped right in your face on a rote, repetitious basis. They don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to be pure and wholesome and happy. They want you sick and miserable and contorted and running in circles on a spiraling merry-go-round of chaos that they create for your life by literally inventing things to kill you and make you pay for them and think you're helping yourself, right? Case in point, sunglasses. Sunglasses are a weapon, folks. I did a video about a year ago called Death by Sunglasses and SPF 40, talking about the same topic I'm going to touch on today, but I'm going to go into a little more depth on this. And let's put the geopolitical landscape aside for just a moment here, folks. Okay? I'm not going to... And by the way, thank you for sending me that video on the Calvary Chapel Montebello honcho throwing the goat sign up at all his services. We used churches, we know that these churches, these Calvary chapels, are very, very dangerous organizations, right? But the vitamin D issue and the cholesterol issue and the arterial plaque issue and sunglasses and chlorination of municipal water supplies and trans fatty acids and saturated fats and sunscreen, folks, I just threw the whole barrel at you right there, okay? Your eyes are the windows to your soul. Your eyes tell you whether it's time to unbuckle your belt because you're approaching the buffet. It's time for you to put the Drakkar and the Banaka in your mouth because you very pretty girl approaching. It's time for you to duck because you see something coming towards your head. It's time for you to get out of the way because you see a crowd of people that you don't like the looks of, right? And it's time for your body to start sending signals and messages to your skin to start producing melanin to absorb the sunlight that hits your skin as it hits the cholesterol and synthesizes vitamin D, right, that your body needs, and as it's distributed and uptaken accordingly to metabolic needs at the cellular level, right? So if your eyes are telling you what's coming, and your eyes are telling your body what's coming next, why is it that we black them out? And don't give me this nonsense about, well, our bodies don't matter. Let me tell you something about the absolute bullshit of the church, folks. All right? And this is where I'm going to make a major departure from what you've all been brainwashed into believing. And don't give me this nonsense. Oh, Jesus, he never got mad. Look what he did to the money changers. He beat the shit out of them. He threw their tables all over the place. And the Bible talks about how he took his time and fashioned a whip. Not once, but twice. And he beat the crap out of these criminals, right? Inside the synagogues that were ripping everybody off. Well, there's no difference today than what was going on back then. It's actually worse today because they've had 2,000 years of business schools and psychology lessons to teach these criminal elements in the church to keep stealing from people. My point is the body is important. God took 7 days to make the heavens and the earth, and he took 9 months to make you and I. What do you think is important to him? It took him 9 months to put 75,000 miles of circulatory system into each and every one of our bodies. Right? Oh, but the flesh doesn't matter. Yes, it does. There's a war against the spirit and the flesh, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And there's a war against the flesh from the spirit realm that is seeking to destroy our flesh at the same time as it's seeking to destroy our spirits, right? Ephesians 6 talks about these dark spiritual forces of wickedness in high places. Look no further than the medical system, right? Look no further than the educational system, right? Look no further than the religious systems, right? Sunglasses are horrible, folks. If there's one thing you can do today to change your life and to improve your health outcome and to improve your mood and to improve everything is to get rid of your sunglasses. Aside from destroying your television and unplugging your television and unplugging your brain from the mind control systems that have been erected and operated by the deniers of Jesus Christ to destroy you and to factory farm fear and perversion and filth so their demonic realm can feast on it. The sunglasses are blocking all of the photonic instruction to your body that God had ordained to be emanated from the sun as he hung it high in the sky, folks. And sunglasses are not what you think they are, folks. They're also the regular corrective lenses and the contact lenses and the tint on your windows and the tint on the windshield and all of these things that are designed to keep the UVB rays from getting through your eyes. You see what's happening to me right now? Look at my eyes. You see my eyes, folks? Okay, the sunlight's going right in. This 25-year-old BMW doesn't have any tint in the windows, ladies and gentlemen. It's just straight glass. All right? I like these old cars. My air conditioner has a dial. It has a cassette player. it comes in handy when I can get 50 cassettes for 50 cents at a garage sale. Very interesting, right? Sunglasses block all of the incoming instruction to your body to tell it what to do with the metabolic processes that are normally running full swing during broad daylight. You go outside with sunglasses and you walk around and your skin is being exposed to the sun. Your body is telling it it's nighttime and not to worry, not to put the shades on the skin, so to speak, not to send the biological messages to the epidermis, the largest organ of your body, to start producing vitamin D. And so a bunch of things happen, folks. You're vitamin D deficient because your body's not making it. You also have skin that doesn't have the proper protection from the ultraviolet rays. And now something that has been intended and designed by God to be a benefit has now become a detriment. Because when you wear sunglasses, your skin is absorbing what would otherwise be healthy in the presence of the cholesterol and the melanin and the pigments and these fatty acids that your body miraculously produces to protect the skin and manufacture nutrients for your body that survive. Instead, it's literally nakedly exposed to ultraviolet radiation, which can be harmful if the proper physiological elements aren't present in your skin. That's what happens when you wear sunglasses. It tricks your body out thinking it's dark, so your body says, oh, no need to darken up, no need to thicken up the skin, no need to put the covering on, nothing's coming out the skin, right? Yet, in fact, it is. And that's why everybody that I know that's ever had malignant always wore sunglasses. That's a common denominator. Skin cancer victims have always worn sunglasses because their skin is out of sync with the amount of radiation hitting it, because their eyes are being tricked out by these demonic darkness covers of the eyes, right? You ever notice the Ray-Ban commercials? They're vampires. It's all gray and blue and really eerie, right? Well, they're telling you what they're doing. So, chlorine in the tap water, folks. And by the way, we've got, I don't know, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years on this earth. And our job here is to make this world a better place for those who are here with us now and those who will come after us, our children and their children, and to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ and the good news of the kingdom to those who have not heard it and those who have never been told about the amazing forgiveness and eternal life that's all of us, by accepting the sinless shed blood of the virgin-born Savior, Jesus Christ himself. But we can't do that if we're hooked up to a dialysis machine locked in a nursing home at age 50. We can't do that if we're in a coffin at age 29. We can't do that if all of our body parts are aching and we're in bed addicted to oxys. We need our health so our bodies can carry our spirit, and our spirit can accompany our body to do the work and the will of Almighty God. So don't give me this nonsense that we shouldn't care about this stuff. The Bible says bodily exercise profiteth little. And that's true. All you people that are all obsessed with the gym, that's really not a good use of your time. I mean, stay in shape, but don't go overboard, right? You don't need to look like... I know some women that look like the Incredible Hulk, and it's really pretty disgusting, okay? You know, obviously there's... I'm not going to go into it. But look, folks... you need to use your brain just as much as your muscles, right? And all of the things that God has given us, He took 9 months to make. So don't tell me that our bodies don't mean anything. That's another lie, and that's why these churches are so criminal, because they serve donuts and ding-dongs, and they have these all of these events where they serve all this slop food. They never speak about how to stay healthy and how to take care of it. You know, it's amazing. God took 9 months to make us, and yet the churches never talk about how to take care of what He gave us, right? They just talk about, oh, Jesus is coming back next week, and watch all the prophecy unfolding in the newspaper. And, you know, and they keep saying this, you know, they keep moving the timeline around, and get ready, He's coming back next week, give us your money, because He's coming back, you don't need your house, give it to us. Go get a vasectomy, you don't have a family, right? That's, the Calvary Chapel crap, right? All they do is talk about prophecy, talk about nothing, and everybody's like, ooh, ha, ooh, right? Oh, it's a big science fiction novel, and the knucklehead throwing the goat signs up there with the Baphomet carved into the wood behind him up on the stage has the secret decoder ring, right? Bunch of nonsense, folks. The chlorine that they're putting in the municipal tap water, chlorine, chloramine, and, the different types of chlorine compounds that are ostensibly added to the water as disinfectants. They're oxidizers, folks. And, all the bacon you're eating and the eggs that you're eating, all the stuff that your grandma and grandpa ate, they lived to be 100. Bacon and eggs, I'm not going to tell you is bad for you, folks. It's not. It's a food that's been around forever. The problem is when you introduce chlorine into the equation with sunglasses, here's what you get, right? Cholesterol is a compound that occurs in many foods that are very common. Animal fats, eggs, shellfish, meats, organ meats like liver, and things like that. And people have eaten them for thousands of years. They've hunted and cooked dinner and raised chickens or whatever. And you can be a vegetarian. There's nothing wrong with that. More power to you if you enjoy it. And I'm not going to get into the discussion of the animal issue because Jesus was a fisherman and they ate fish, and I'm a fisherman and I eat fish. I like fish. Fish are delicious. Fish are also very healthy. Fish also have a lot of good fats in them, right? There's a reason why a mackerel could lay 10 million eggs. All right. If the oceans, when I was a child, the oceans had so many fish, and it was unbelievable. It was a horn of plenty, and if it was properly managed, it'd still be. Fish lay 1 million eggs. One fish can lay 1 million eggs. It's unbelievable how many offspring fish make, right? Great food supply, folks. So the chlorine in the shower, when you're in a shower, say you're taking an 8 to 10 minute shower, you're absorbing about 100 times more chlorine than you would if you drank 5 glasses of chlorinated water. I think every minute in the shower is equivalent to 2 glasses of chlorinated water. And what happens when you drink chlorinated water and you're breathing, inhaling chlorine fumes in your shower, or being absorbed into your skin, is it oxidizes the cholesterol. At the same time, it also damages the arterial walls of your circulatory system. And so, like potholes, get stuff growing in them and lodged in them. You get these pits in your arteries that get the cholesterol patches in there. And then what happens is, not only are the patches first placed by the chlorine, but then the cholesterol gets oxidized by the chlorine, and then it binds calcium. So then you have calcified cholesterol, literally making a bunch of speed bumps in your circulatory system, right? All this inflammation and patching and patchwork and potholes and piles of calcified cholesterol. Now, the sunglasses are blocking the uptake of cholesterol in your bloodstream. Did you know that sunlight can actually lower your cholesterol levels? Because it's supposed to. You see, when you get sun through your eyes and sun on your skin, by the way, sun on your skin when you're not getting sun through your eyes is a bad idea. I've talked about this. Sunlight through your eyes is supposed to be the same amount of lack of interference between the amount of sun hitting your eyes and the amount of sun hitting your skin. It has to be the same. You can't have a filter on your eyes and have your skin exposed. But what happens when sunlight enters your eyes, enters your skin, it triggers a reaction in your body to send more cholesterol into the skin. And then what happens is your body begins converting cholesterol in the presence of ultraviolet light in your skin to vitamin D, which is a necessary nutrient for almost every cell in your body. Every cell in your body's got a vitamin D receptor. Every cell in your body needs vitamin D. And there's a reason why God hung the sun in the sky and you got 2 eyes that aren't supposed to be covered by a black lens. And by the way, all the contact lenses are ultraviolet blocking. The corrective lenses are ultraviolet blocking. The dual pane windows are ultraviolet blocking. All the cars now are ultraviolet blocking. All the windows in the houses and commercial buildings are ultraviolet blocking. Right? So you're not getting it, and you're supposed to get it. You know, the vitamin D deficiency is such a serious problem, and it has been throughout the past 150 years or so, that it got so bad and so ridiculous. You're not going to believe this, folks, but okay, you need ultraviolet light for your eyes, for your skin. You need cholesterol in your diet. And so if you get ultraviolet light through your eyes and your skin by being exposed to the sun, your body will take that cholesterol from your diet. Your body's all happy and healthy, right? Nobody's getting sunlight through their eyes. Nobody's getting sunlight on their skin. Everybody's got a vitamin D deficiency. And so they've invented a really sick joke, folks. And that is, they take ergosterol and expose it to ultraviolet light and stick it in the freaking milk and tell you to drink it. Did you hear what I just said? They'll take ergosterol, expose it to UVB light in a factory, and then dump it in the toxic milk and call that fortified and tell you you're drinking it and now you got a vitamin D supplementation going on. Right? Did you hear what I just said? They've got factories that separate cholesterol components and then irradiate them with ultraviolet light and then dump it in the milk. You know why they do that? Because everybody's walking around with sunglasses, folks, and they're poisoning you. They're screwing up your natural process, and then they're inventing an unnatural process and making you drink it so it screws you up even more. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe what is going on? I am actually at a loss for words when I think about what is being done to everybody. It is absolutely insane, folks. There are no words to describe the insanity of this. Every single person I know that has heart disease wore sunglasses. Every single person I know that has breast cancer wore sunglasses. Every single person I know that has issues with their cardiovascular system wore sunglasses. And most people I know that died at a very young age wore sunglasses. Right? That's right, folks. So, as usual in Fullerton and former fashion, I'm going to give you some solutions right now. Here's the solution, ladies and gentlemen. Get rid of your sunglasses, number one. Go out and spend $15 or $20 on a shower filter. So you're not breathing chlorinated water when you're taking a shower, and it's not pounding on your skin as the heat opens up your pores, right? Get yourself a reverse osmosis water filtration system for your home. And go out in the sun for an hour a day between 10. If you're in a northern latitude, you're still going to have some ultraviolet coming through the clouds. It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe this if I told you this, but they're doing this on purpose. They're doing this intentionally. They're doing this to make you all sick, so you will die an early death and live a miserable life, so they can fill you full of perversion and garbage, so they can factory farm the fear and loathing and pain and suffering. Did you know there's a demonic realm that feeds off of all of this evil and suffering? It's a sweet aroma to the realm, folks. They want us running around on the merry-go-round from hell, so we can never get our heads above water long enough to see what's being done to us. So by the time we figure it out, they've got the tubes in us, and we're intubated and on our way to the undertaker. Ladies and gentlemen, there are ways to deal with these problems. Now, the shower filter costs about $15. Go to Home Depot or a big box outlet. Go get yourself a shower filter. And if you want a reverse osmosis system, it's going to cost you about $150. And the filters are cheap. You replace them once a year. Look, it's not perfect, but it's better than drinking chlorinated water. I don't trust the bottled water. You don't know what's in it. You don't know what kind of chemicals are coming out of those machines. The oils and all the lubricants and the solvents they use to clean these machines in these bottled water bottling facilities. We simply don't know, folks. That's my point. My point is my solutions are basically free and simple. I'm not selling any products. All right? What I'm telling you is how to stay alive and how to stay healthy, so this world becomes a better place by all of us being awake and being in a position to fight. You can drink distilled water if you care to purchase it. That's another option. But ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to stop blocking out the life-giving rays of the sun through your eyes and stop putting all that toxic on your body. That's right. So for $36 a year, you can filter your shower water. 18 bucks every 6 months. Swap it out every 6 months. Get rid of it. Screw it on, unscrew it, throw it in the trash. Hey, right? Solve this problem. So instead, what they do is once you end up on the pharmaceutical, petrochemical poisoning, pill-pushing pimps, flypaper, they're going to put you on cholesterol-reducing drugs, because once you have a heart attack from all the aforementioned things that I've told you, right? Right? That's right, folks. All the things I just told you, the sunglasses, the chlorine in the water, and the sunscreen will give you coronary artery disease. And so once you have your first heart attack, or once you have your bypass, or once you have your blood clots, and I'm not even going to go into the Wi-Fi and the microwave exposure in your home that causes the below formations and gives you stinky blood and plugs you up. That's a whole other discussion. I'm just talking about cholesterol. I'm talking about bacon and eggs. I'm talking about sunglasses. I'm talking about chlorine shower filters. You can keep eating your bacon and eggs, folks. Stop taking chlorinated showers and stop wearing sunglasses. Right? I'm having a heart attack right now because I'm mad as hell and I'm not putting up with this anymore. I am sick and tired of all my family members and neighbors getting sick and getting close to the funeral parlor when they're 20, 30 years ahead of their time. Unbelievable! And so what do? Oh, they'll put you on blood thinners, so now you can't go out in the sun anymore because they're going to put you on rat poison, some anti-current, right? And they give you aspirin, right? Some petrochemical poison. And then they'll put you on statin drugs to lower your cholesterol, so it screws up your liver and eats up your brain. Your brain's made out of cholesterol. Your brain has a high constant need for cholesterol, folks. Your brain literally runs on cholesterol. What do the doctors do? They give you pills that stop cholesterol production. And then they give you a pill that makes your blood all thin so you can bleed to death if you get stuck by a rosebush thorn. Right? And then they tell you can't go in the sun because you get cataracts from taking your blood thinners. Let me tell you something, folks. You wear sunglasses and you take chlorinated showers and you drink chlorinated water, you're going to end up a dead man walking. And once the doctors get you, they're going to drug you with statin drugs to kill your cholesterol production, destroy your liver, shrink your brain, make you an Alzheimer's patient, and a walking zombie. Right? And then they're going to put you on blood thinners, right? That's right, warfarin, right? That's what we use for rat poison, makes them bleed to death. Warfarin, you can't handle sunlight when you're on warfarin, folks. Then they tell you to stay out of the sun, and then you can't go outside because you have to have your sunglasses on. It's all over from there, folks. It's all over from there. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of it! You stupid doctors! You brainwashed demonic scum! What the hell is wrong with you? Why have you allowed this indoctrination and your paltry $200,000 a year salary and your freaking Stepford wife to allow you to continue to kill everybody? Oh, but you're Christian! You're a Christian doctor! There's no such thing as a Christian doctor because you can't be a Christian and a medical doctor, ladies and gentlemen. It's a physical impossibility. They're mutually exclusive terms, folks. The white coats are the agents of death, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the pastors, they're always pushing honoring these medical assassins, right? I don't call it professionals, they're assassins. Can you believe that, I know somebody that's 55 years old and he's dead from a heart attack. The guy always wore sunglasses, always. Always had a pair of shades on, right? Now, I don't know how many Entenmann's he ate. I don't know what the guy put in his stomach, but I know he always had shades on. Every time I saw him, he had sunglasses, right? Everybody I know that's got massive heart problems has got a sunglass problem. They wear them even when it's dark. Now, here's a folks. Did you know that if you have blockages, that your heart will reroute and you'll grow another connection? Did you know that? That's right. That's right. Folks, it's never too late to do the right thing. That's the beauty of the gospel. It's never too late to do the right thing with our Lord. He'll forgive you. He'll allow U-turns. And you know what? It's never too late to do the right thing when it comes to your health, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. One step forward. Forget the 2 steps back, folks. Stop looking back and start looking ahead. All right? Share this video. Get the likes up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important information. I'm trying to warn you about what's being done to you because you want to know why? I'll be honest with you. I want to grow old in a society of people that are sane and loving and looking out for each other. And I want my children to have a good spouse and be able to raise a family like I did, be blessed with a good family and love and happiness, right? The problem is this society has become degenerate and myopic and corrupt and selfish and evil and vile and wicked and greedy and unhealthy and sick and perverted, and it's all by design, folks. And we're undoing that the design layer by layer, and we've attacked one of their main objectives here, and that is to destroy our health with something as subtle as a fashion statement called a pair of shades, right? Something as subtle as what comes out of your shower head. Something as subtle as spraying on this nano metallic particle compound called a sunscreen that has a pretty smell to it, right? No, folks. It's time for you to resist what's being done. And it's time for you to take the baby steps necessary. And by the way, these are baby steps, and they are very effective steps, folks. All you have to do is take the first step. I'm telling you, your eyes will adjust to the sun. Your eyes are very, very important, folks. Your eyes need sunlight. The other problem is the lighting in the buildings and in the homes. I don't want to talk about this knucklehead that lives on my street. He's got a couple of Teslas. And, the headlights on that thing, they're blinding. These people that drive these cars with these blinding headlights, well, when you're looking at these 6,500 Kelvin headlights your whole life, it's just a matter of time for you too, right? But the lighting, the color temperature of the lighting is really destructive too, folks. You've got to have daylight during the day, darkness at night. You cannot have your house lit up with blue and white light at night like all these TV screens and all these LED lights are doing to you. You've got to make sure that your house goes dark when it gets dark. And the only type of lighting you should have in your home is something that resembles candlelight, warm orange light that doesn't smell melatonin. You got to be able to sleep and heal, folks. I'll be honest with you, I am sick of what's being done to humanity. I see these people. Good people, they're tired, they get up, they go to work, they sit in traffic, they have a day or two off, they spend all their money on their children and their family, trying to put them through school and buy them clothes and shoes and things their children need, and these people are tired and they're getting old and their health is failing, and their health is failing 20 years ahead of the time that it should be failing. And then the tragedy strikes and the funeral comes and the children cry, the wife is disheartened, and this whole disaster unfolds over and over again, repeatedly and so unnecessarily, folks. And my goal is to try to thwart this intentional act of destruction aimed at the American people. All right? That's the problem, folks. And it's all intentional. Everything they're doing to us is because they hate us. Everything they're doing to us is by design. Everything they're doing to us is by deception. And everything they're doing to us is with our permission. And it's time to say no. It's time to say no, folks. There are ways to get the slave treadmills, folks, one step at a time. So today, in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, our executive producer, our key grip, our sound director, our editor, our researcher, our marketing director, and of course the screenwriter and our cameraman, Jesus Christ, we put it all up to him and thank him for what he's done and his wisdom that he's imparted on all of us who've accepted his sinless shed blood as full atonement for our sin. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close out this broadcast. And to those of you who don't know the Lord, it's never too late to get to know him. I told you his phone lines are open 24 hours a day. They're fully staffed. You pray to him and he will answer you. Trust me. He will answer you. You can't find Jesus Christ in these churches, folks, because the Johnson Amendment and the 501c3 gag ball in all the pastors' mouth has locked Jesus out of the church. He's not there. He's not welcome. Welcome in these churches is your wallet. So I suggest if you're looking for a spiritual connection, you find one in your Bible. And if you can't find a Bible, go to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store and pick one up for $1. And if you can't read it, pick another set of not sunglasses, but reading glasses up for $1, and you've got yourself a $2 church. And that's when you start reading, and that's when you start waking up, and that's when you start getting together with other people and having your own Bible studies in your home. And then you start having your own church. And never mind these corporate rip-off artists sucking in all these fake plastic people with their sunglasses and their rolling Faraday cages and Teslas and all this fancy dribble that they're all obsessed with because they all work for the government, right? Because that's my community, folks. In my community of Fullerton, these mega churches are full of morons that all serve the system, that all think they're really special, and will do everything they can to suppress everything I've just told you. And that's a shame, ladies and gentlemen. And you want to know something? That's the fruits of the phony churches, ladies and gentlemen. Arrogant, stupid, dangerous, weaponized idiots that are serving the system, and they're training their children to serve the system. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut this off. I want to thank you for tuning in. P.O. Box 4121, Fullerton, California, 92834. Once again, Joe Imbriano, P.O. Box 4121, Fullerton, California, 92834. On the web at WiFiDangers.com, MaxDangers.com, 5GDangers.com, FullertonInformer.com. On and on it goes with these .coms, folks. Hundreds of articles have been written, hundreds of videos have been produced on this YouTube channel. Make sure you click the notifications, make sure you got the parentheses around the bell so you're subscribed. You subscribe to the Wiki Joe backup channel and the Wiki Joe 2 backup channel. There are 3 channels I'd like you all to be subscribed to so we can reach each other. Also on 153.net, I've got a link so you can start watching the videos that YouTube has banned. I did a presentation at one of these phony churches that got us kicked out of the church. After the presentation was done, it's about an hour and 30-minute presentation on all the agendas that YouTube banned from its at 153news.net site. So I'd like you to have a look at that and all the other things I've done for your benefit and for your posterity and your offspring's protection and benefit, not for me. Because I'm a satisfied, happily married man who's had a good life, and it's all about giving it back, folks. It's not all about me figuring out how many vacations I can go on and how many houses I can buy and how many cars I can have in my warehouse. I'm not into that crap, folks. I'm a real down-to-earth guy driving 25-year-old cars. I shop at the Goodwill, and I love my family, and I love my brothers and sisters in Christ, and I love humanity, and I hate evil, folks. And I'm going to keep fighting until the day I die. And when I meet the Lord face to face, you know what He's going to say to me? Well done, my good and faithful servant. Come and inherit what has been prepared for you before the foundations of the earth. Right?
Hallelujah.
All right, folks. Let's have a great day. And let's do it in the sunshine, okay? Take care.